Hey y'all, it's your girl Simone and welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is another story time. So before we get into this video, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Instagram at Vivalayoshii, TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone, and follow Brishari because y'all, we are dropping on Valentine's Day, restock of the pinks, and we adding in whites. I have not been promoting like I should be, and that's literally my fault, but I'm gonna come better with the spring, but it doesn't matter. But anyway, this is a story time, y'all. This story is about remember my friends Shisha and Tanya? This is about them. So y'all, this story took place back when we was in college or whatever, because like I said, that's when we met. The dude, okay, so Tanya used to date this dude, and he used to say he was from the hood that we hung out in or whatever. So y'all, it's funny because every time we would mention this dude to everybody, they'd be like, he's a loser, he's a loser. I think, did I mention him in a story time before? I don't think so. You know what, I don't know if I had mentioned this story time before, but anyway, every time we would hang out with this dude, everybody like around, they would be like, he's such a weirdo. So anyway, she was dating him. We used to go hang out at their house. So one day we hanging out at his house, like in front of his house, like we normally would, because like she'll want to be with her mans. And then Shisha used to talk to his cousin. They tried to hook me up with the cousin and work out. I did a story time about that and it was short-lived. So anyway, we was kicking it up over there like we usually do, and one day it was like he was being so weird. He kept trying to get us to leave. He don't need no name or whatever, but he kept trying to get us to leave, and we like, why? He like, I'm gonna be back in a minute, like I'm about to go somewhere, I gotta go hit the streets, I gotta go run some errands, I gotta go do this X, Y, and Z or whatever. So we like, okay, we still gonna stay here because she's just talking to his cousin or whatever. So he like, nah, y'all gotta go, like y'all just go. So the cousin like, they good. So he over here to his cousin like, bro, no. So I'm already, you know, we putting 5 and 10 together. I'm like looking at Tanya, I'm like, so she like, what you finna go do? Like, I'm gonna come with you then. Like, y'all cool if I go with my mans? So we like, yeah, go ahead, girl, because we know he on some BS, because why else do you not want her to, like, why is you trying to get us to leave? So she like, I'm gonna go. So he like, no, I don't want to put you in this, like you can't come, like basically, girl, leave my fucking house and I'm finna dip. So he like, I'm gonna be back or whatever. So we like, all right, whatever. Mind you, he lives in the same hood that we hang out in, so eventually we gonna spin a block and come back and see what the fuck's going on with you. So anyway, we ended up leaving. We went to go link over there with like Vaughn and Dirk and them or whatever, right? So when we was up over there, we was telling them like, yeah, we was just over there at such house. They like, why do y'all hang out with that weird A ninja? Because YouTube be snatching my coin. So we just like laughing and stuff. So we telling them, and they just in our ear, they like, yeah, he for sure finna go. He about to go. He trying to go be with somebody else. Like, you know, especially Dirk, I mean, which one did I name him? Vaughn is the one Tanya, like, he putting it on thick because, of course, like, you know how some dudes be? It's like they don't want you, but when they see other people, like, dealing with you, that's when they want to show you some type of attention or be gonna act a little fake jealous or whatever. So that's how he would do when she started talking to him and stuff like that. So he trying to put it on thick. He like, yeah, he finna go be with somebody. He ain't want you up over there. He ain't want you messing his game up, all this other stuff like that. So she was like, no, I don't think he on that. So remember when it used to be like, well, they still do Mail Crush Monday, and remember the game used to try to do like Fine Nigga Friday. So I forgot, I don't remember what day it was. It had to have been a Monday. Was it a Monday? I think it had to have been Monday. Either way it goes, one of them days, because she was like, I'm about to post him and I'm gonna put, you know, either F and F. I mean, yeah, F and F or Fuck Nigga Free. No, but either I'm gonna put that or I'm gonna put Mail Crush Monday. So she was like, she gonna post him. Mind you, she ain't never posted him on her Instagram before. So she posted him or whatever, right? So we still chilling up over there having a good time. So some girl commented at her Tanya a picture or whatever, and she was just like, what she had said, she would put like laughing out loud and stuff like that. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm still having Super Bowl brand because y'all seen what Usher just performed for me. But anyway, yeah, so she put like LOL, the girl put like that under the picture. So Tanya, like, what's funny, mind you, Tanya was telling us, because I was like, Tanya, who is that putting that under your picture? So she told us like, oh, that's this girl that she went to school with. So mind y'all, like I said, this was our first year of college or whatever. So the girl that she was like, that put the stuff under her picture was a girl she went to high school with, but the girl didn't have all her credits up, so she didn't graduate. So she was supposed to graduate with her, but she didn't, because she didn't, like, she have all her credits, so she was still at the high school. It's not funny, but yeah. She was like, yeah, me and her used to be real close, but like, you know, after I went away to college, because the schools ain't even that far from each other, the high school and college. But she was like, yeah, since I stopped going to that school or whatever, and she's still there, we kind of don't talk no more. She was like, but like, we'll hang out at school and stuff like that. Like, she wasn't my friend, but like, I've been to her house before. Like, you know, we was cool, we was cordial or whatever. She was like, but I don't know why she's saying LOL. Like, I'm so confused or whatever. So I'm like, do she know him or whatever? Mind you, oh boy did go to the same high school as them, but Tanya didn't know him when he went to that school or whatever like that. And Shisha was like, I don't know, that just seemed weird. Like, see what she's saying, like, what's funny, right? So Tanya like, I'm about to hit her up. So before Tanya got a chance to hit her up, the girl tagged somebody in the post. She tagged somebody in Tanya's post, and they just laughing. She was just like, girl, LOL, like they laughing at her picture. So I'm like, girl, that's weird as hell. Like, she being weird, because why you tag somebody else? I'm like, do you know this girl, but y'all was a trio? So she like, nah, this is weird. So she ended up coming back to her. She was like, what's funny? So the girl was just like, you posted him as your, you know, whatever day that was, crush, whatever. So she was just like, oh yeah, it had to be a Monday. Yeah, it had to be a Monday. But anyway, so she was like, that's what's funny or whatever. So so Tanya like that's my man, like, you know, like, it's not like I'm just posting it randomly, like, that's my man. She's like, oh girl, no, that's my boyfriend, like, that's my man or whatever. So she like, oh, LOL, your boyfriend. So her and the other girl, they just going back and forth under her picture laughing and stuff. So she talking to them, and I'm just like, Tanya, let me know, because I'm gonna jump in. That's one thing about us, I swear. If one of us was getting into it with somebody on Instagram, we will all come, and we would be there all night long, bro. Y'all, one time, that's a whole other story time, but never mind. But we would be there, and I'd be like, especially if they friends try to jump in, we would be getting into it with people. Oh my God, that shit would be crazy. I wouldn't even tell my friends to jump in, or my sister. Next thing you know, I'd be like, y'all done woke them up. But anyway, so I'm like, you need me to jump in there? Like, what's going on? So she like, nah, it's cool, I got it. So they going back and forth. They start kind of getting into it or whatever under the post. The girls start talking real crazy, like, and saying a whole bunch of like weird stuff. So I'm like, is she with him right now? Like, ask her. So I end up coming, I'm like, where you at? Like, you with him? Like, what? Why are you being weird? Because that's automatically what I'm thinking. Like, she must be with him. He got us to leave. You post him, and now this girl laughing. Like, is she with dude? Like, what's up? So she was like, I don't know you. I'm not finna even speak to you. Like, she just didn't reply to me. So then her and Tanya going back and forth. They get into it, and the girl was all like, I'm not fighting over no nigga, but if you keep talking to me crazy. This is what the girl said to Tanya. She was like, I'm not fighting over no nigga, but mind you, Tanya didn't mention nothing about fighting. She like, but if you keep talking to me crazy, I'ma beat your ass. So Tanya like, okay, when I see you, it's up. So the girl like laughing my ass off, like, girl, I know the real you. Like, she talking to Tanya crazy, like, I know the real you. Don't try to fake hard, all this other stuff. Like, she going in. So I'm like, what? So Tanya like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of her. Like, she was mad. She like, where you at right now? And the girl just started like being weird and not saying shit. They just, now her and her friend is under her picture just talking, ignoring Tanya, because she like, where you at right now type shit. So Tanya like, I know where she lived at. Like, she literally lived in she lived in that hood. Like, she lived like a few, like probably 2-3 blocks away. So it was like, girl, you doing the most for what? But I'm like, girl, just leave it alone, just leave it alone. She like, yeah, I'ma just leave it alone. So she trying to call dude, he not answering the phone. We ended up spinning a block back past his house, and his car was still going. We didn't see him. So it was just like, we kept stalking that man's house. He never came back home. Like, not no time soon, because by the time we went home and shit, like, his car still wasn't there. So anyway, now it's roll over the next day at school, right? So we at school, we end up seeing him, and she was like, she gonna press him, because she like, when she talked to him last night, like, he ended up calling her late night, and he didn't say anything. She was like, but when she talked to him, he didn't really say nothing. So she was like, she gonna press him in person. So anyway, she was like, she gonna press him in person. So when she seen him at school, we all rolled up on him, because that's one thing about us. I don't know why we felt like we was gonna beat up somebody's boyfriend. That's literally how it used to be. Like, oh, your man tripping, we need to fight him. I swear, we used to be just young and turned for whatever reason. So anyway, I'm like, wait, don't press him when we not around, just in case we got fight him. I don't know why we thought, I don't know what the fuck we thought. It's not like he wasn't putting his hands on her or nothing, but I don't know why we would think like, just in case shit get ugly, like, we gotta be there, you know. So and what the fuck, bro? I don't know. You just gotta be sure. You gotta be there for your friends. So anyway, we over there, whatever, we end up seeing him. We like walked up on him, because he was like, usually where we will see him at, he literally was avoiding us. Like, he was avoiding the fuck out of us, because we was not seeing him where we would normally see him. So after like when we was all done with our classes for the day, we gotta find him. So we end up finding him or whatever, and we walked up on him. We like, so why you kick us out from your house yesterday? And she like, yeah, and who the fuck is such and such? How you know blah blah blah? Like, how you know her or whatever? So he like, man, I don't fuck with her. Like, I used to talk to her back in high school or whatever like that, but that bitch still at the damn high school. Her ass can't leave damn high school. I don't talk to her no more. Like, we in college now. I talk to you like you my girl. I had to run some plays and stuff like that. So she like, so why she doing all this? He like, I don't know, maybe she mad. Like, you know, he's just saying all this stuff to where she started believing him. We all did. I don't know why. She don't believe shit. She should like, his ass lying. He lying. That nigga lying, Tanya. And I'm like, he probably telling the truth. It's all Delulu. So he like, nah, I don't talk to her. So we was like, so who was you with yesterday? I'm like, who was you with if you wasn't talking to her? Like, why are we getting at this nigga like this though? That was the crazy part about it. Like, why am I getting at this girl man like this? So he was like, I don't gotta tell y'all who I was with. So I'm like, but who was you with? And Tanya like, exactly, who was you with? And he kind of got loud. He's like, I don't gotta tell you who I was with. And Tanya like, don't talk to my friend like that. And she was like, you better watch out. You better watch your mouth, nigga. I'm just like, at this point, I'm not laughing, but it was just like, what the fuck when you think back on it. So he like, man, y'all doing too much. Like, I had to go make some money. Like, you know, he telling her like about some money plays, which he did used to have like certain little plays or whatever. But not really, like he was just a weirdo. So anyway, he told her or whatever, like, yeah, I had to do such and such or whatever. So she like, all right, whatever, well, we finna come to your house, like we about to come to your house right now. So he like, yeah, y'all could come over if that's what y'all want to do. Come over, like I really don't care. So he like, I don't got nothing to do today. If y'all want to come over, like come, like it's no big deal. So we like, like we gonna see, like we gonna come up over there. And we was like, we gonna come, but we ain't gonna tell you when we gonna come. We just gonna pop up. So he like, all right, like go ahead, like, you know, like it's no big deal. Him and Shisha actually kind of live by each other. Like his house was like this, and then you hit the corner and go down, and it was Shisha's house. But anyway, so he just like basically like, all right. So that's why we kind of believe in him. Like, So Tanya telling her like, telling him like, yeah, I'm gonna end up fighting old girl. So he was like, why are you gonna fight her? Like it's not that deep. So she kind of like planned at this point and not really paying attention to it, but she told him to post her on his Instagram. So he was like, I'm not doing all of that. He like, I'm not finna do all that. I'm not finna post you or whatever. So she like, post me on your Instagram, post me on your Instagram. So she was like, well, take a picture with me then. Like, let's take a picture. And he was like, okay, so we could post on your Instagram. He like, all right, we're gonna take a picture later. So I'm like, no. And she should like stand next to her right now. I'm like, yeah, take the picture right now. So we over there forcing this man to take a picture with her. They took the picture, she posted on her Instagram, right? The girl come back being weird. So at this point, she was like, I'm about to beat this bitch up. I'm gonna beat her up. So I'm like, where she at? You know, like, if that's what you want to do, come on, where they at? So she was like, I already know. Mind you, like I said, we finished our class early. Probably like when we was done for the day, it was probably like 1 o'clock. Oh, girl's still at the high school. So she'll get out to like, what, 2:59? I don't know. So she was like, I know where she lives, so I know which way she be walking home. So she was like, I'm gonna catch her when she walking home. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So it's like 1 o'clock. We're not thinking nothing of it. We end up going to her boyfriend's house. We just chilling or whatever. And yeah, at this time, remember when I had mentioned Shisha, man? I forgot what I named him, but he not in this story. Yeah, she was talking to her man and talking to old boy cousin. Yeah, that's what Shisha did. Oh well, I'm just kidding. For real, she was. But yeah, so we at old boy house, we just kicking it like we usually do or whatever like that. And like time going by, and I'm thinking, it slipped my mind that Tanya said she was gonna fight old girl, right? So when it got closer to that time, she was like, oh, we gotta go. So I'm like, where are we going? She was like, I'm about to beat up such and such. Like, I'm gonna beat the girl. But she got a big smile on her face. So I'm like, oh, she said something? She was like, no. She was like, but she said when she see me, you know, so I'm about to see her. Like, I'm gonna let her see me. So I was like, all right. So oh boy, he like, man, like, don't go fight that girl. It's not that deep. Like, da-da-da-da-da. Like, y'all not about to fight over me. Like, I'm your boyfriend. You be over here at the house all the time. She like, nah, like, she doing the most, so I'm gonna go fight her. She said when she see me, when she run into me, it's up. So she finna run into me. So I'm like, we gonna be back. So she should like, yeah, let's go, because you can't just let her, like, because Tanya was real nice and like had a real nice and like bubbly personality, so people used to try to try her. So she should like, yeah, you can't just be letting people try you, so come on, let's go. So we end up going, we end up leaving. Mind you, like I said, the school is not far from where we at all. It's literally, everything is by each other. So we end up leaving to go to the school. And I'm pulling up to the school, y'all. I pull up to the front. So Tanya like, we can't do this right here. I gotta go where her direction where she walk home. She was like, because we gonna get arrested. She was like, yeah, she 18 or whatever, but we don't even go here. Like, what the fuck? Like, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think of it like that. So y'all tell me why we ended up parking down the street from the school. It's probably like 30 minutes before school got out. We just big chilling. Before we had went and got us something to eat from the little fast food place right there. I ain't gonna say what, because already a few people that probably know what I'm talking about. They probably already know where I'm talking about, but I don't want to put too much on too much anyway. So we went and got something to eat. We sitting in the car. I got my feet up. We just chilling, listening to YG. Just literally waiting. I'm looking in the rearview mirror, like the little side mirror or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'm starting to see people coming, because we was really staking out literally a little up the street from the school. I'm like, oh, I'm starting to see people walking, and I'm like, show me the girl again, because I don't even know what she looked like. And you know, me and Shisha there, we gonna let her get her one-on-one. We ain't gonna jump the girl or nothing, but me and Shisha there just in case her homegirl there and want to fight too. So I'm like, what she look like? So she showed me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna remember. So Shisha like, yeah, I remember her, that little bitch, like da da da. Shisha already didn't like her or whatever. So, but Shisha really don't like nobody, honestly. So we sitting there, we looking, and she looking, my window tinted the fuck up. So she looking like, wait, is that her? No, that's not her. So when she finally seen her, she was like, wait, that's her. Because the girl had posted on Instagram like a picture of herself. So she like, that's her. She coming up. She was like far back. She like, that's her. I was like, where she at? She like, she on that side of the street. So she on the other side of the street that we not on. She like, she on that side of the street. She was walking with a boy, right? Listen to how small this world is. Y'all gonna see. So she was like, she walking with a boy or whatever. So they walking up. So we getting excited. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you know, we just like, it's like adrenaline rushing. So I'm like, okay, Tanya, you ready? Like, what you gonna do? She was like, I'm gonna hop out. Like she said, when she see me, she was gonna beat me up. So I'm gonna hop out and I'm gonna just say like, what's up? You know, like she wanna fight, like whatever. She was like, so she should like, but what if she just starts swinging on you? She was like, I'm not gonna let her just swing on me. Like, I'm gonna fight too. And I'm like, okay, like we getting it ready. So they start walking up close to her and old boy, right? It's just her and old boy. It's other people walking, but they not with them. So it's just her and old boy walking. She not with her homegirl. He walking her home, I guess, right? Tanya hop out the car. We all hop out though, but like Tanya hopped out first, and she started walking across the street, like going over there like mobbing. She was like, what's up? Like to the girl, she like, what's up? You said when you see me, you gonna beat me up? So the girl was like, huh? Because we getting out the car at this point. So she like, huh? So we walking over there, but we not going over there like extra out or too close, because we didn't want her to think that we was finna try to like jump her and nothing like that. So we like walking slowly over there, but Tanya already up over there. She was like, what's up? You said when you see me? And she's squaring up with her. And the girl was like, no, like something, like she trying to say something, like trying to like talk her way up out of it. So she was like, no. And Tanya just swung on her. So they start fighting, right? They fighting. Tanya is beating her ass. This is my first time seeing Tanya fight. And I'm like, dang, Tanya. Like, I know she was just so nice that, I don't know. Not because she was nice, I didn't think she knew how to fight. But like, I didn't know she got down how she was getting down. So she beating that girl ass. So the boy she with, he trying to pull Tanya up off her. But how he did it, it kind of looked crazy. So me and Shisha went up over there. And I'm pushing on him. And Shisha slapped him. And was like, get the fuck back, nigga. Get the fuck back. Like, you're not finna do that. And so he like, what the fuck? I'm just trying to break it up. So we like, move. Like, you know, like, and they fighting, right? It got to where they in the streets now fighting. Because Tanya at first when they was fighting, she ran over the sidewalk. So they in the streets now fighting. She beating her ass. We over here trying to make sure he not in the way. But mind you, at the same time, before when they started fighting, we was recording because Tanya wanted us to record it. But the video was just so fucked up, y'all. I really want to go on my Google. I ain't gonna show y'all, but I really want to go on my Google photos and fucking look at that video. But anyway, of course, the video did get interrupted because when he went over there trying to pull her up off, like, try to like pull her and stop the fight, it kind of looked aggressive. So that's why we went over there like, do we gotta fight you, boy? So anyway, they fighting or whatever. They in the middle of the street, this car, because people is like, what the fuck? Like, it's some people like watching, but they not crowding too much. Like I said, it's people walking home too. So this truck ended up pulling up because they in the middle of the street. Tanya got her in the street just beating her ass. Like, the girl's on the ground. She trying to fight back, but Tanya's really just beating the fuck out of her. But it's funny because Tanya's like, bitch, you said you were gonna beat my ass? You said... She just beat the fuck out of her. But how she's talking, like, she just sounds so just proper. And it just was funny as fuck to where I'm dying laughing. And this truck ended up pulling up in the middle of the street. And he was like, hey, stop all that. Stop. So they stopped fighting. He was like, I'm about to call the police. So y'all, when he said he was finna call the police, I'm like, come on, let's go. We ran back to the car and we drove off. He's like, I got your, we ran, like when we ran back to the car before we could drive off, and I'm trying to start the car, he's like, I got your license plates. I'm calling the police on y'all. And we could see him. I see him in the rearview mirror, old boy helping her up and the guy helping. And y'all, when I tell you the guy tried to hop in his truck and tried to follow us, we drove when I say I was skirt, because why is you following us? For what? And I'm like, is that her daddy or something? She like, I don't know who that man is. But y'all, let me tell y'all how small this world is, because y'all would never guess who was walking with her, who was walking that girl home from school. Y'all would never guess. Let me know if you guessed right. Crazy. Yes, crazy. The one I dated. Mind you, at this time I did not know this boy. I didn't know nothing of him. And it's so crazy to me because when me and him had started talking, he mentioned that to me. He was like, he always used to tell me, like, I always would see you around. Like, I always see you around or whatever, in the hood and stuff. So I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't never see you. So he'd be like, yeah, I will always see you around. And then finally one day, and he used to be like, you crazy. Like, you and your homegirls is crazy. So I used to be like, what are you talking about? And one day he told me, he was like, yeah, one day he was telling me, like, I was walking such and such. He thought I knew the girl too. I'm like, I don't know who you talking about. He's like, I was walking her home and Tanya hopped out. Y'all hopped out and Tanya beat her up. And I was like, that was you. I'm like, that's crazy. That was you. It's such a small world. But anyway, so we driving, we like skirt away from the man. He finally eventually stopped following us, but I'm scared. I'm like, this man said he gonna call the police on us, so we can't just go pull over to like Vaughn where they at, or like go kick it back at her boyfriend's house, because I'm like, we hot out here. We hot in these streets. We on the run now. So y'all, I'm like, who could we call? Where could we go? Because we want to go home. It's still early in the day. Like, we outside. So I'm like, dang, where could we go? So I ended up hitting up this boy. I mad forgot what I named him. So remember the story time? I used to always tell story times about like when I was younger and I used to go to the mall and I used to call this boy like my cousin or whatever. And I'm going to eventually get his name because I do got more story times, but I didn't remember to look right now. But I used to be like, he hated Toxic and like he knew Joe and stuff too. But like I used to always go to the mall like with them if I'd be like with the boys and I'd be with him. I forgot what the fuck I named him, man. Anyway, but I ended up hitting him up because that was my go-to every time we go into your house. Shit, that was everybody go-to. Everybody be, so I'm like, let me hit him up. We could go to his house. Like, let's pull up over there or whatever. So I hit him up. I'm like, where you at? Where you at? So he was like, I'm at my homeboy house. I'm like, we on the run. We need somewhere to go. He was like, you on the run? I'm like, yeah, we on the run. So he like, what the fuck? Like, what y'all just hit a lick or something? I'm like, no, mind you, we ain't on no damn run. But I'm like, yeah, but when you 18, you think you on the run. So I'm like, pretty much we was. So anyway, I'm like, nah, I'm like, Tanya just beat this girl ass. So Tanya, mind you, he went to school with Tanya and them too. So she like, I just beat, she said the girl name. He was like, you did? Like, what the fuck? Nah, Tanya got her ass beat. I'm like, no, we got the video. Mind you, the video is interrupted because when old boy was Crazy was trying to break it up, that's when we went up over there. But I'm like, we got the video. So he like, y'all could come up over here. Like, hold on, let me ask the homie real quick. So then he like muted us because we didn't hear shit. Then he came back and he was like, yeah, y'all could come up over here. I'm at the homie house. I'm gonna cut his hair or whatever. He was like, so y'all could come up over here and chill out. He's like, and then afterwards you could take me home because I ain't gonna have no way home, no way. So I was like, all right, cool. So I'm like, where he live at? He told us where he lived at. That nigga live deep as hell in West LA. So anyway, we end up going over there. We finally make it to the old boy house because I didn't used to take the streets like that. I don't know. I mean, I didn't used to take the freeway like that at all. Like, at all. I used to always take the streets. So it's going to take me a while to get to where I'm going. And you would think I would take the freeway since I was on the run. So I can get off the streets, bro. Move this train. But anyway, excuse me. So anyway, so we end up finally getting to where we was going or whatever. So I hit him up and I'm like, we found a spot because where he lived at, parking was horrible. We finally found a spot. I told him like, okay, we outside. So he like, he gonna come get us. So when he came and got us or whatever, he came to the car. He like, we about to get out the car. He like, hold on real quick. I'm about to smoke real quick because he don't want me smoking in his house. So we like, all right, cool. Like, you know, we not tripping. So him and Shisha start smoking. We show him the video. Tanya like, I beat her up. Like, oh my God. Like, look. So the girl, she was like talking shit on Instagram and stuff like that. So Tanya's like, send me the video. I'm gonna post the video. So we, he's showing her the video and he's just like, dang, I didn't know you could fight. Like, I know your ass could fight. And she's like, stop playing with me. Like, I know how to fight or whatever. So we just laughing in the car. He like, so y'all on the run? I'm like, yes, the man said he was gonna call the police. I'm like, and I seen him. You know when you put in extras on shit? I'm over here. I seen him pick his phone up, call the police. He took a picture of my license plate. I did not see this man do none of this shit. He was following us for like literally 2 seconds. But I'm like, I seen him. Like, I seen this man do it. Like, I seen him over here with an extra. He's like, dang, so y'all on the run. Y'all can't be, you know, you can't be over there. Oh, I was gonna say where we was at. So he like, nah. I'm like, nah, we on the run. Like, we can't be up over there. So he like, that's fucking crazy. And he just laughing. He thinking this shit's so funny. So he literally smoked that whole thing. I don't know if I can say it. He ended up, yeah. So by the time he was done, he finally was like looking at his phone, and he was like, all right, come on, we can go in the house now. So we ended up walking to the apartment. Like I said, it was nowhere to park, so we kind of down the street a little bit. So we ended up walking to the apartment and we go inside. So when we go inside, it was like the lights was dim. Well, they wasn't dim, they was off. Maybe they light bill be high as hell. But he had the blinds open so you could see lighting through the blinds. I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I literally wake up in the morning and cut on every single light in the house. Even in rooms I don't even go into every day. Anyway, so maybe I'm just a light person, I don't know. Anyway, we go inside the house or whatever, and it was him, this one boy. I don't remember, dang, I don't think I ever gave him a name. But dang, should I give him a name right now? I really am thinking to say his name. Let's just call him Winslow. Y'all remember Winslow from Cat Dog? We gonna call him Winslow. And, so it was him, this boy named Winslow, and this other boy, he don't need no name. That's the boy whose house it was. The boy whose house it was, he don't need a name. So when we walk in there, it was like a studio, like not a studio like a recording studio, but like a single apartment, like, you know, where it's just like it's no room, like, I don't know, but it was a nice size. It was a really nice size. It was nice up in there too. But when we first walked in, it was a baby crib by the door. So, you know, we kind of peeped that. So I was like, who got a baby? And he was just like, man, I got a baby or whatever. That's for my baby when my baby come over or whatever. So we like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh. So Tanya like, I'm about to get in the baby crib. And we used to just play so much, be so goofy. So she like, I'm gonna get in the crib. Can I sit in the crib? And he was like, man, no. And I'm like, get in the crib, my baby. And I used to try to pick her up. I'm like, let me put my baby in the crib. So he like, bro, no. He looking at us like, boy, get your friends. So anyway, so we ended up going to go sit down on the couch or whatever. So it was like the couch, and then like it was a bed next to the couch. It was actually big as fuck up in there. It was a couch, like the bed next to the couch. The crib was by the door. I don't know why they didn't put the baby by the bed. Anyway, the crib was by the door, and then it was like the kitchen area with the dining room table and stuff like that. It was real big up in there. So they was over there by the table or whatever. So I'm like, oh, you finna cut his hair or whatever? So he like, yeah, I'm gonna cut his hair. We over there at the couch or whatever. So she should sit on the bed. Y'all, she should give no fuck. She sat on the bed. She was like, can I take my shoes off and put my feet up? So he was like, can you sit on the couch? Because why would you just sit on this man's bed with your outside clothes on? So anyway, so he was like, can you sit on the couch? So she was like, I don't want to sit on the couch. Mind you, Winslow had came and sat on the couch too, because he was like, dang, Symone, I ain't seen you in so long. So she was like, it ain't nowhere for me to sit up on the couch. So I was like, if you let Tanya get in the crib, then she could sit on the couch. she could sit on the couch. So he like, man, whatever, you can sit right there. You can sit right there. So she's like, yeah. So, oh, like the one I called my cousin, the one who we went over there for, he laughing. He just laughing or whatever. So anyway, Winslow, he like, hey, like, what's up, Symone? How you been or whatever? I'm like, dang, I ain't seen you in so long. He like, right, it's been a minute. Mind you, I used to always see him back in like Jerkin days. He was kind of popular or whatever, and he did music and stuff. So I was like, dang, you still doing music? So he like, yeah, like I still do music or whatever. Like, you know, I'm finna get signed to DJ Khaled. He didn't say that, but he just said some bullshit that he was lying about. So I'm like, dang, that's tough. Like that's big, Winslow. So he like, yeah, that's big. So I'm like, okay. So I was like, you know what's crazy? He like, yeah, but how you been though? Like me and you ain't never got a chance to like, you know. And I'm like, you know what? He like, you know, we ain't never got a chance to like, you know, like talk on a different level. And I'm like, he's like, you used to always be with that boy. You used to be with that boy talking about Joe. So I'm like, yeah, that was my man or whatever. He like, y'all still together? I'm like, nah. So he like, he's just trying to get at me. Mind you, at this point, Shisha over there like talking about the fight again to oh boy. And the boy called my cousin, and then Shisha, she ended up going over there too. And y'all, so we over there, I'm just talking to Winslow. He just like really trying to get at me, but I'm not feeling Winslow. Never was, never did. Not today, not tomorrow, not past, present, future, like Usher told her. Never. So anyway, so when he was saying that, I was like, you know what's crazy? What I just remembered too, like what I just looking at you made me remember. I'm like, I miss jerking days. And he was like, yeah, me too. Like, what, you used to like me or whatever? So I'm like, no, but I was just thinking about, I'm like, remember when you used to have beef with such and such? Y'all, he had like a rap battle beef. It's funny because like I be going down my little rabbit holes where my little eras, and I'll go back and want to listen to all jerking music, like fucking New Era and all of them. Like I used to be listening to that shit and all that, and I was like, so it just made me think about it, because I really, like, right now when I thought about it, it was funny. That's what kind of made me want to tell the story. When I was thinking about it, and I remember he was beefing with this other dude, and I remember when they was beefing, that shit was crazy. Like, the other dude could really out rap him, but he had more popularity. But the boy, he popular as hell now because he's signing shit. But anyway, so I was like, remember when you was beefing with such and such? So he was like, yeah, that weak ass nigga, like, da-da-da-da, who you feel like ate him up? And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, he ate you up. Like, he ate you the fuck up. So he like, oh, okay. Like, did you hear the second diss I put out to him? Like, the first one I was just playing. Did you hear the second one? So I'm like, yeah, I had heard it all. Like, I heard it all. Y'all was going back and forth on Facebook. He ate you up. But I'm like, but you was cool though. Like, you know, yours was sketchy. But man, I'm like, he could really rap. He like, yeah, that nigga okay? I'm like, yeah. He like, so anyway, so like, what's up with you though? I'm like, no, what's up with you? I'm like, because remember when your ass, I'm like, it's crazy because one minute you was big popular, I'm like, in the next, everybody hated you. Y'all, I know he was so irritated, like, you memory lane dumbass bitch. Because I'm over here going down memory lane about the craziest stuff, but he had a crazy ass track record. Like, he could have been Enemy Junior, because y'all, it was one minute everybody liked him, he was cool, but the second they didn't, because this boy used to try to, one minute he was a Crip, the next he was a Blood, then he was a Hoover. Like, make up your mind. He really was a hood hopper, so everybody used to call him a hood hopper, and he had beef because, like, you can't be from neighborhood and then say, now I'm from Hoover. Like, you can't do that and think that they still gonna be cool, and then you say, nope, now I'm a Blood. Like, he was literally hood hopping, and I'm not lying about the hoods he was hopping from. So if you know, you know. Anyway, so I was like, remember, I was like, dang, do you bang now? Like, where you from right now? Where you from right now? So he like, I got put off of neighborhood because the way they was doing such and such, it was politics and and it man and nothing like that, and I wasn't even really from such and such. Like, I'm a Blood. That's what I've been born and raised. Should have been that. And I'm like, dang. That's so crazy though. Like, that's so crazy. I'm like, people really don't fuck with you at all. I'm like, they really didn't. Like, not even then. I'm like, if I was to, never mind. But yeah, I'm like, that's crazy. I'm just thinking like, hopefully he don't need to ride home because you're not getting in my car. But I was like, that's crazy. So he like, Symone, why you keep bringing up the past? And I'm like, well, technically the whole hood hopping thing wasn't really the past like that, because literally it was like somebody, they had seen him somewhere and they was like dissing his hood, and they ended up jumping him. They had put it all on Instagram like 3 weeks prior. What the fuck? So I mean, that's not too much to pass. But I'm like, I don't know. I just wanted to know why you do that. Like, why would you want to be from everywhere? That's just weird. But anyway, so I didn't say that was weird though. But he just like, yeah, I ain't trying to talk about that. So we just started talking about something different. He was just like, hey, like talking to the boy that had advice there. He like, hey, roll something up. You could tell he was just so irritated with me. So Tanya like, Symone, what'd you do to him? I was like, I was just asking where he's from now. So Tanya started laughing. She was like, his ass got beat up on Instagram like 3 weeks ago. Like 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, nah, don't do that to him. Don't do that. Not me saying don't do that. I'm the one running the conversation up. So he like, man, what the fuck? Like, it was like 16 niggas. And she was like, it was like 2. And he was like, that's still more than me. That's still more than me. She was like, I just don't feel like in a one-on-one you would have won anyway, Winslow. That's what she should say. And Tanya like, speaking of one-on-ones, I just had a fight today. So he like, man, them niggas don't want to see me in a one-on-one. That's why they had to do all that. And I'm just thinking like, no, Winslow. I wonder how he doing nowadays. I wonder if he just got put off hoods altogether. But anyway, so we just all talking and stuff. The boy that was getting his haircut, he was just laughing. Like, he thought the shit was so funny. And we just like, just talking about a whole bunch of stuff. So now at this point, he's like, yeah, roll something up. Because I guess he was just irritated with me bringing up the past and shit. So the boy was like, y'all want something to drink? Like, I got this up in here. Y'all want something to drink? So we was like, all right, we'll take a little bit or whatever. Because we telling him how we on the run and shit. So he like, dang, like, you on the run? Like, so you can't go back? You can't go back up the street. I'm like, I don't know, like, how long y'all think I'm gonna have to hide for? That shit was just so funny because they was really playing into that and we so damn serious. So they hotboxing the crib, all this shit, right? We having a good time. Now Winslow being cool or whatever. Only reason why I gave him a name is because I'm gonna do other story times. So anyway, we playing music and stuff like that. Y'all knew at one point in LA, YG and Joe Moses took over the fucking city. This was, LA was theirs. So, you know, we playing, you know, it was funny because y'all know that song with Joe Moses and YG, my nigga, I'm a gangbanger, give a fuck about rapping. When we was playing that, Shisha was all like, Winslow, don't even throw nothing up because you be banging too many hoods. And I'm over here dying. Like, this bitch just had to bring this shit back up. So we having a good time. We singing, drinking our little drinks. They passing the tree around. We just lit, we turned up or whatever, right? So next thing you know, the that song I Want to Be Down, not the Brandy version, but the YG version came on. So we over here singing. I'm like, oh, run that back, run that back. And I'm like, I would like to get to know if I, and she should like, could be. We over there in a circle and we singing. We just like, you know, the beat dropping. We just singing. Next thing you know, y'all, I'm thinking I'm tripping because they hotboxing. I ain't never hit it or whatever, but I'm still kind of drinking. So I'm thinking I'm tripping. I'm like, is the door opening? Tell me why the door start opening. So I'm like, hold up. Because we all up in here. How is the door opening? Mind you, oh boy never start cutting no boy hair. The door start opening. So when the door open, I'm peeping it. Everybody still singing with their eyes closed. And I'm just stopped looking because I'm like, who is coming through the door? Like, what the fuck? Tell me Winslow ain't got no shit going on. Because where I'm going to hop through, I'm at the hop under the crib. So anyway, the door opened up and a girl walk in. 2 girls and a dude. Y'all. I'm like thinking like, when I see 2 girls and a dude, I'm thinking, oh, more people for the party. Y'all, why the girl was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the, let me talk regular. She's yelling us. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Turn this the fuck off, turn this the fuck off. So, oh boy, that later, he seemed like he seen a ghost. He was like, he cut it off. He was like, man, cut the music off, cut the music off. He cut the music off. He was like, man, what the fuck? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing here? She was like, what am I doing here? This is my motherfucking house. What are you doing? Hold up, get these bitches. Who is these bitches? And the boy that came with them, he's standing at the door like this. The way he looking like, so he like, who is this? And the girl, she's standing there, she was like, no. So he was like, mind you, so we all in the kitchen area or whatever. So when they doing all of that, the boy that invited us there, the boy I called my cousin, he's sitting there, he was like, oh no. So Winslow was like, Winslow walked off by the couch. So we over there by the kitchen area. She was like, who the fuck? So he like, man, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing here? She like, no, who the fuck is these bitches you got in my house? Who the fuck? And it looked crazy, you know, because it's 3 dudes, 3 girls. So she like, who these bitches you got in my house? Mind you, I forgot to mention this because he was kind of like trying to talk to Tanya in the beginning. And he was telling Tanya like, she need to stop fucking with weirdos, because he asked why she had to fight, and she was basically telling him like over her boyfriend, and he was like, you need to deal with me, I got my own place, such and such and such, all this stuff. And she was just like, I'm not trying to be no stepmom. He was like, my kid only come over when I don't bring my kid around everybody, so you would never meet my daughter, you would never meet her. Anyway, so just yeah, so when he said this was his own spot, it's like, ooh, embarrassing, because she just said this is her place. So she like, this is, what the fuck, da 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 da. And she's just getting, she's so mad, she cussing him out. So y'all, this nigga start gaslighting her. He gonna say, where the fuck is my baby at? Where's my daughter at? Where's my daughter? You don't walk through the door without my daughter, you left without my daughter, and where's my daughter? So she was like, I dropped my daughter off because I had to come back here just in case, like, I'm not gonna tell my daughter here if I gotta beat bitches up. So she was like, beat who up? Ain't don't nobody want him. Like, don't nobody want this nigga. So he like, man, stop, like telling her to shut up. So he like, man, what the fuck? So you just gonna leave my daughter with anybody? She was like, I left my daughter with my mom. He was like, man, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here anyway? They not even for me. He like, that's they home, that's his homegirls, and he finna cut my hair. Like, he finna cut my hair. You already know he cutting my hair, and this his ride. Like, this his people. She was like, I don't give a fuck. Why are they in my house? You got bitches in my house. Y'all, I don't know if it was because they was hotboxing or because we was drinking, but I don't know why it was funny to me, but I wasn't laughing out loud. Like, I wasn't even smiling. I was just in my head just like, dang, why would he invite us here? And then Tanya's ass, y'all. Tanya ass is over there like this. Literally, she's literally laughing just like that and staring. She's like, like just laughing. Mind you, they arguing, she just laughing and staring. So the girl was like getting even more mad. You could tell she's getting even more mad. And I'm like, Tanya, shut up. I kept looking at her, I'm like, Tanya, shut up. Like, Tanya, shut up. Because now she kind of making me laugh, but I'm turning my head like, Tanya, shut up. So Tanya just, she just would not stop laughing. So the boy, he ended up talking, and he was like, yeah, nigga, you thought I wasn't gonna tell my friend? You thought I wasn't gonna tell my friend? I seen when you bring them 3 bitches up in the house, you had your friend bring them 3 bitches in the house, and I called my girl immediately, and I let her know, your nigga brung 3 bitches in the house. He brung 3 bitches. 3 bitches. He was really doing all. He like 3 bitches in the house, and I called my girl immediately, and I told her what the fuck you did. I told her what you did. So the other girl was just like, he trifling as fuck. You didn't have nowhere to go. She let you live here, and she over here like, and you would bring these bitches in the house, and it was just so much going on. So I'm thinking like, oh, she left to go where Lord knows where, and you said it was okay for us to come in his house, not knowing that your neighbor is her friend. Well, he know the neighbor's her friend, and he called her and let her know, like, bitch, your nigga just brought 3 bitches in the house. So I'm like, and this is Tanya just laughing. She just laughing. It's like it was getting deeper. Like she just she just laughing. So the girl was like, bitch, stop laughing before I come over here and slap you. What the fuck is funny? So Tanya was like, I'm like, at this point, because we wasn't like, I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying too attention. So now we all kind of alert, because we like, okay, it's 3 of them. The boy most definitely would have fought us. So it's 3 of them, it's 3 of us. So I'm like, okay, now we alert, because Tanya over here fucking laughing and shit. So she just laughing. So the girl, she like, before I come over here and beat you ass. So Tanya was like, bitch, you would never beat my ass. Bitch, I had 1 fight today, and I have another. I'm like, here she go with this fight. So she like, bitch, you wouldn't beat my ass. So he like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut the fuck up. Everybody just shut up talking. Just shut up talking. Stop fucking talking to her. Stop talking to her. But he talking to his girl, telling his girl stop talking to Tanya. Nigga, what? So she was like, what the fuck? He was like, ain't none of these bitches here for me. Ain't none of these bitches here for me. So I was like, enough with the bitches. Mind you, we sit up and be hanging around Vaughn and Dirk and them. They call us bitches all day. But I'm like, enough with the bitches. So she was like, don't nobody want your nigga. Like, don't nobody want your fucking nigga. Like, don't nobody want him. Mind you, we wasn't saying that at first, because it was like, this is their issue, and nobody is here for him technically. Like, I mean, he made that little slick comment to Tanya or whatever, but like, it wasn't on no flirting stuff or whatever. We literally was just having a good time. And plus, we didn't know this was this girl house. So, she's like, don't nobody want your nigga. Like, don't nobody want your nigga. So she was like, get the fuck out. They gotta get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my house. All of y'all, get the fuck out. You get out of my house too. You get out of my house too. So he was like, nah, bro, cut my hair. Plug the clippers up, bro. Cut my hair. Cut my fucking hair, bro. Cut my hair. He just kept, cut my hair. Cut my hair. So he like, man, bro, we just finna go. Come on, Symone. Like, come on, we just finna go. So the old boy that invites there, he was like, man, I promise you, they my ride. It ain't nothing like that. They just didn't want to sit in the car. She's like, I don't give a fuck. Don't bring people in my house. My baby sleeps here. I don't know what they could have brought in my house when my baby sleeps here. What was gonna hide some of that book of sugar up under the bed? Like, I don't know what she, I mean, I wouldn't want people in my house neither, but what would we have brought in there? I don't know, fleas? Yeah, that's a possibility. So anyway, so he like, come on, let's go. So he like, nah, bro, cut my hair. So he like, bro, I'll come back tomorrow or whatever. So she was like, you could get the fuck out too. Like, man, that's trifling. Why would you know how it is, bro? Like, talking to the boy that invited us. He was like, she was like, but you would bring bitches in my house for my nigga. He was like, they don't want, like, and nobody wants him. Like that. But yeah, so then he was like, man, then I'm finna go too. Come on, I'm finna go too. I'm gonna come to your house too. Then you gonna cut my hair. I need my fucking haircut. I need my haircut. And so when we all getting our stuff to go leave or whatever, and she just crying, but at this point it was like, damn, we standing there. We kind of got me, Shisha, and Tanya, we by each other, and we like, what we finna do? Because they standing at the door. So what we finna do? Now we gotta be on alert. So I'm like, we all, like, we had our bags, we not holding in our hand. We like, yeah, put your shit crossbody style, because we finna walk out the door past this girl. What if y'all start swinging on us? Like, we gotta be prepared. Like, I'm not finna just go out thinking this bitch not finna, and her friends not finna just start fighting us. So I'm like, y'all, basically we talking like, we prepared, because what if they start fighting us? So he telling her, and when we saying this, I guess the boy that was with the girl who lit her, he ended up hearing, he was like, ain't nobody finna touch y'all. Ain't nobody finna touch y'all. Just get the fuck out of her house. Get the fuck out of her house. So Tanya was like, then move from by the door then. Like, you want us to walk past y'all, and it's like, why? Like, you know, like it was giving real suspect. Like, y'all, what y'all finna do? Y'all finna just start fighting us? So she was like, move from my door, and she's like, this my fucking house. Y'all not finna tell me where to go. This my house. But mind you, she's crying at this point. Like, she's crying. She's mad. And at this point, I'm like, yeah, this bitch gonna take off on us because she mad as hell and she crying. So either you move from by the door, or what? Like, what do you want to do? Like, you know, like you want us to walk past y'all and y'all at the door. What do y'all like? Do y'all want to fight? Like, that's basically we just standing there. So I don't know why we thinking it's funny, and I feel so bad because if I was ever in a situation like that, and don't be like, you're not a girl's girl, because I was drunk and I was like 18, and I feel bad too because if I was in a situation like that, for one, he wouldn't be my man. Because bitch, you bring somebody where we lay our head at, I don't give a fuck. And then he yelling at her too and telling her to stop talking to us like that. Mind you, we laughing at this point. I don't know why we was laughing, bro. I really don't know why. Like, what was so funny? So we kind of laughing or whatever. So she was like crying even more, and I felt so bad. Oh my god, y'all don't understand. Like, I felt so bad because we was laughing at her face, but not a lot to her. We was kind of just laughing. Like, the whole situation was funny because he just was like, bro, are you gonna cut my hair? You not gonna cut my hair? It was just a lot going on. He cussing her out, she cussing him out. He trying to get him to cut his hair. It was just so much going on, but I felt so bad. But anyway, so he like, move from by the door then so we could leave out the house. So she was like, so you leaving too? You leaving too? He was like, you told me to get the fuck out. I don't care. If you want me to get out, I'm gonna get out. So she was like, you not finna leave with them bitches. So yeah, so she was like, you not finna leave with these bitches. Like, you not finna leave with them bitches. So he was like, you just put me out. That's my ride. This my barber. I need to get my hair cut. I'm getting my hair cut. So, oh, my lash poking me. So he like, he basically said that to her, and she was like, you not leaving with them bitches? Like, what the fuck? You not leaving with them bitches? Which one of them was for you? Which one of them was for you? So we like, none of us want him. Mind you, she's crying and going through it, and he just like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, he's being so mean to her, y'all, and I couldn't help myself. And I was just like, I apologize that we was up in your house, but none of us talked to him. Like, we literally just came over here because we on the run. I don't know if it was the alcohol, but I'm like, but we was on the run because she just fought today over her boyfriend. Nobody is here for him. Like, literally nobody wants him. I was like, and we was on the run and we waiting on him to finish cutting his hair, and we was gonna take him home. Like, none of us want him. So she crying. She was like, I don't give a fuck what y'all here for. I just apologize to you. That made me so mad when I apologize to somebody and they still be mean. But I get it because you're mad at this moment. So it's not gonna be like, oh, okay, I understand, random girl in my house. So anyway, so the boy was like, y'all trifling. That's what the boy was saying that was with them. And I'm just like, bro. So then the boy that invited us, he like, sis, I promise you, like, they're not here for him. Like, she was like, I walk in the house and y'all drinking, y'all, you know, they puffing. She was like, and y'all listening to music, like, y'all singing. She was like, when was you cutting his hair? Like, I don't see you cutting his hair or whatever. So he like, man, do you really think we'll do some shit like that? So he like, man, I'm finna go. Like, I'm finna go. This nigga is putting shit in a backpack, putting random shit in a backpack. So she's like, you're not leaving with them. Like, you're not leaving with them. No, what the fuck? Like, you're not leaving with these bitches. Like, you're not leaving with them. So Shisha was like, you need to stop calling us bitches. Like, don't nobody want your ugly ass nigga with his fucked up ass haircut. Why'd you finna get it cut? But she just said that, and she's like, nobody want them. So I'm over here trying to be like, don't nobody want him. Like, don't nobody want him. Like, y'all doing too much. Y'all being extra. I'm like, if y'all want to be extra, y'all could, but don't nobody want him. Because at this point, I apologize and you made me mad. So basically, girl, what's up? So then Tanya was just laughing again. So she's like, no, because why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? I'm like, we don't have no problem with you because we don't know you. I'm like, but if you won't beef with us, like, if y'all won't smoke, we could give you smoke, but it ain't that. Like, nobody want him. Like, you know, she was just like, see, no, I'm not dumb, y'all. He not leaving with y'all. He not leaving with y'all. So I'm like, I don't care if he don't leave with us. The fuck is no room for him in the car? No way. It's literally Winslow over here packing his shit up. Who said your hood hopping ass can get in my car? So I'm like, it's no room for him in my car. No way. So I don't care. Like, we don't even know him. Like, we don't know him. Can't even tell you what this boy name is. So she crying. He was just like, all right, well, I'm not gonna leave. All right, y'all get the fuck out of my house then. Come on, bro, get you and your friends. Y'all get the fuck up out of my house. How you switch up on us like that? So the boy, he was just like, you need to leave his trifling ass alone. You need to leave his trifling ass alone. This ain't the first time and it's not gonna be the last. And I'm thinking like, oh, that's why she mad. But my thing is, well, I don't know. Maybe he meant the first time him cheating. I don't think he meant the first time he brought somebody over. I really don't know. So he was like, yeah, go. So then the boy was like, you good? You good? So she was like, I'm good, I'm good. So the boy and the girl left, like the girl that was there and the boy. And she up in there, she just crying and stuff like that. She like, you not leaving with them? Because why the fuck would you do that? Like, how could you cheat on me after all I've done for you? You had nowhere to go. Your family don't even let you live with them. They don't fuck with you. This is in my name, da 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 da. And he like, I'm not fucking cheating on you. And he just yelling. He like, that's what be making me mad. You don't fucking believe me. You don't listen. And she was just like, and that's just messed up. You got them in here and they laughing in my face. So I'm like, I tried to apologize. I'm drunk. She's like, stop talking to her, Symone. Just stop talking to her. And I'm like, I tried to apologize to you and you over here getting mad about it. She was like, man. So the boy like, y'all just get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. Like, y'all already causing shit with me and my bitch. Get the fuck out of my house. What the fuck? I'm like, I don't know what he mixed in his cup, bro. But don't ever. Man, if I'm gonna run, I ain't coming here no more. So we ended up leaving because he kicked us out his house. And he stayed with his girl, whatever, which as you should. Because, boy, if you would have got a ride all the way by where me and oh boy live at, who was finna bring you back? Not me, because this is far. And y'all got issues. Ask your girl come pick you up. So he was like, bro, I'm gonna come back and cut your hair. He like, yeah, come back and cut my hair tomorrow, man. Just come back to cut my hair tomorrow. But y'all just get out. Like, y'all causing too much drama in my house. Y'all causing too much drama in my house. So anyway, so Shisha was like, fuck this dumbass house. We didn't want to be here no way. And so we leaving out the door. And I'm just like, Shisha, you're fucking dumb. Like, what was your point? So anyway, we ended up leaving. And I'm just telling, like, but the boy, he's still just standing, like, at the end of the stairway. Like, we had to walk past when we was leaving out the building. And he was like, y'all trifling as fuck. Y'all trifling as fuck. How are we trifling? I'm like, and it was making me more mad because I'm like, bro, you don't believe us. Like, we don't want him. Like, what the fuck? We are on the run. So anyway, we ended up leaving. But yeah, like I said, I did feel bad though. To where I was asking, oh boy, I'm like, what's her, like, does she got a Facebook or something like that? So I can hit this girl up and apologize to her. And he was like, just leave it alone, Symone. Like, she ain't gonna leave that nigga no way. Like, just leave it alone. You don't gotta apologize to her. I'm like, no, because I need to get to the bottom of it. He was like, I promise you, she not gonna remember you. And I'm like, it's crazy because probably that girl, I know she remembered the situation. She probably don't even remember what the fuck we look like. But I was just like, that's so crazy. It was just crazy because it's like, that was an eventful ass day. Like, imagine you getting in a situation, you seeing your future ex-boyfriend walking somebody home from school, your homegirl slapped him, then you get the police called on you, you on the run, you go to somebody else's house and you get kicked out. Like, imagine, eventful ass day. And I swear our days used to be eventful because it seemed like we used to find stuff. We'd be like, y'all wanna go pull up to such hood and go bother them? Like, that shit was just eventful as hell. But that's it for this story time. I feel bad now. I'm retelling the story. Now I'm just kidding. I said sorry to her. Like, why would you cuss me out? But I'm just kidding. But no, that's it for this story time, y'all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And like I said, follow me on all my socials. And I'm going to be back because, y'all, I made Subby Sunday yesterday, so I'm sorry. But I'm going to be back, and I'm coming hard because I love y'all. And it's love month. And we almost, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, bye. I'll see y'all later.